So today we have a little passport. This is Roving Robots.
It's a space quest, so let's take a look what's inside.
Yeah, if you didn't know from last time, I made a receiver with solar panels. I found out this one is solar panel too.
Oh, it looks like we got a lot of different things in here. We've got ourselves a nice cool poster also. Well, that's a pretty cool poster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Look at all this detail. And look at all that detail. Even look at these details.
Okay, so this is your instruction pamphlet on how to build a solar power rover. So we're gonna have different things.
I also have a tiny one.
Yep, and it does also include its own screwdriver, so you don't have to bring that from home. That's really cool because I couldn't find one if my life depended on it.
You know why it includes anyone? Because look how tiny
Oh wow, that is tiny. That is tiny. So we're going to start with step one.
Yes.
Right? Step one is we're going to use the screwdriver to remove all the excess parts from the rover body. So I think we're going to take the screwdriver and then we're going to take the, poke the little holes on there, make sure that there's no pieces and stuff.
All the holes?
Yep, all the holes. That's what it says. For step number one, gotta poke, 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 poke. You're getting it. And then there's that plus sign.
Like plus 10.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go get all those excess parts from the rover body. All right, so here's our step number one with our trusty screwdriver. We've poked all the excess holes in the rover. Let's see.
Also, I think this is like some kind of door.
It might be. All right, so step number two is that we're going to insert the bottom of the motor through the aligned holes in the rover body. Position the motor so the slide with the wire is on your left. Which one is your left? That's right.
So what hole? This big hole?
Okay, so step number three is supporting the motor with your hand. Carefully flip over the rover body. Make sure both holes are aligned. Use your screwdriver. Twist a screw into each hole to make sure the motor is anchored in place. But to avoid jamming the motor, do not twist the screws into the base too tightly. So we're going to take this, and it looks like we got 2 screws in here. This one. Very itty bitty. No wonder this is for 5 to 8-year-olds.
Yeah, because babies will eat these screws.
Yeah, and mommies can't screw those in because they're so small. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the baby will just eat the screws.
Mm-hmm.
The door's on the left.
And then it just says, just don't tighten it too tightly because you don't want to hurt the motor. All right, so now we're going to go and move on to step number 4, which is insert the orange gear into the motor. The orange gear into the motor.
Here you go. Hello, orange.
On that side, and you're going to insert it into the motor. We got it?
Yep.
All right. And number 5 is you're going to fold each main section of the rover body along its folded lines.
So that folds. And this folds.
We're going to go ahead and move on to step number 6 now, which is insert the left tab on the rover's rear into the slot on the left wall. Insert the bottom tab into the slot on the floor of the rover. We're gonna go also insert these and put them in. So that's step number 6.
It just looks like a rover without wheels.
All right, so then on step number 7, we're gonna fold up the rover's right wall, insert the right tab of the rover's rear into the slot on the right wall. Insert the top tab of the right wall onto the slot on the rover's roof. So it's going to start looking like this.
So the back? This?
It might be the back.
Yeah, this way I thought you were going to say.
And these are going to go. Let's go up. All right, so it looks like as we're folding them up together, this is what it'll look like.
It takes these ones to match up one section.
All right, so step number 9 is move to the front of the rover. Fold the tabs extending from each wall inward and insert them into the shared floor slot, which is right here. So this is the center floor slot, and it does still have this out. Number 10 is fold the front portion of the floor upward, wrapping it, and cover the 2 anchored tabs. Insert the tab into the floor section. So it looks like this goes up. That goes up, and then this goes down. Okay, so here we have our front, and we've gone through step 9, step 10, and then step 11 is fold the hood front latch downward, fold down the hood, inserting the tabs on each wall on the slots. So I think that that's this whole part. So we actually did then step number 11. Fold down the hood, inserting the tabs into each of the slots on either side of the hood. Insert the front latch into the front center slot. So there we go. We've got step number 11. Show everybody what it looks like so far. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
With the backing, like the back of a truck.
Yeah, like it's got some trunk space there, right?
Yeah. It looks like the perfect goes right here.
Oh, and it looks like, so step number 8, we're gonna go back to step number 8. It looks like this part, see right here? I think that needs to go in the back and make an actual trunk.
Yeah. So I was really right. Alice, promise that.
And while we're doing step number 8 right now, to make that whole trunk, we're gonna move on. Good job. We're gonna move on to step number 12. Now, 12 is aligning the holes. Place a center wheel next to the center wheel base on one side of the rover. Insert a fastener through the aligned center holes. Open the ends of the fastener on the opposite side to place the center wheel in place. So we're going to then start putting some of these wheels. The wheels in the center base.
Or these.
Yep, in the center base. So again, it looks like this, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then we're gonna do it on the other side as well. And that's step number 13 is repeat.
Those are extra wheels.
Yep.
So there will be 4 motor gears.
Okay, so number 13, step number 13, we are going to repeat step number 12 and attach the center wheel on the other side of the rover. Like this.
Yeah.
Can you show everybody?
So these are like extra wheels?
Yeah.
Like a garbage truck.
Mhm.
They have extra wheels and
Yeah, it's probably to help center it out. Okay, are we ready to go on to step number 14?
Yep.
All right, so step number 14 is we're gonna peel the backing off the sticker on the underside of the solar panel. Feed the solar panel wires through the hole in the roof. Place the panel on top of the roof, pressing firmly to adhere. Lift the roof along its hinges and prop up the solar panel. Peel off the protective sticker on the surface of the panel. So that is all step number 14. Did you get that? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the wires first, right? We're going to take the wires first and then put them in through here. And then we're going to stick on the back. And then we're going to stick on the back of this, so that way we get our solar panel in place.
So it looks like this.
Well, let's take a look.
It feels like I got it down.
Like that, yeah. Go ahead and push it in there. And then part of that is we're going to take that protective layer. Done. All right. So that is step number 14. We are moving on to quickly step number 15, which is gently pull the wires of the motor and the solar panel to protrude from the rover's back window. Connect the two wires, then push them back inside. So basically what we're doing is we're connecting those two wires, the solar panel to the motor.
So, you know, I didn't use the juicer because the sun will make it juice, right?
Right.
Just
Right,
like
so
the other one.
We're going to make sure that the black goes with black and red goes with red, because you don't want to mix them up, because that means that they won't work.
Yeah,
Right?
then you're gonna have
So go ahead and show everybody what it looks like.
cut. And
then we're going to put it back inside. Yep. All right, so step number 16, which is going to be a little bit more complicated. We're going to start doing the wheels. Now, step number 16 is slide the white gear into one of the axles, pushing it into the center. The gear requires a very snug fit to properly turn the wheels. Strong pressure is needed. To provide leverage, add a tire to the end of the axle. Place the front of the tire on your work surface and press the gear downward into the axle. If needed, ask a parent, asking for help adding the gear. Once the gear is in place, remove the tire and slide the wheel stopper into either side of the gear. All right, so there we go. We got it in the center.
Now we need two orange things.
Yep, and then we're going to
No, we need two orange things.
Yes.
Wow, I took it out.
All right, so I'm going to just put one here. Put one here.
Is that easy?
It's a little bit difficult, yeah. And then I'm gonna put that. So we're gonna move on to step number 17. Step number 17 is insert either end of the axle into the holes of the wheel base at the back of the rover. Make sure the white gear is to the left of the motor gear. So if you look right here, where's the left?
This way.
Okay, so we are looking at the motor wheel like that, and it needs to be to the left. And then we're going to go ahead and attach our wheels too. So let's try this. This way it might be easier to put that pressure, so that way you're not putting it on the pieces and breaking them. Let's go ahead and push this in.
Hard?
Yep.
thing also has a face. Everything now from area, this crane has a face.
Okay, so this takes a little bit of parental help because this gear is pretty difficult to put together, but
very difficult to push.
Yep. So that's the thing is that what they want is the orange things, the orange stoppers on the outside, so that way it kind of like stops the wheel from moving, sliding back and forth, and then that way this is what it'll look like.
So it doesn't like turn when you don't want to.
Yep. So for step number 18, we are sliding the remaining 2 stoppers into the other axle. Insert the end of the axle into the front wheel bases. Press the wheel on each side of the axle, adjusting the stoppers so that they are just inside the wheel wells. Okay, so this is what we'll do. Let's put this in the center.
It'll be like this one.
Yep. So
it's only 2-wheel drive.
Yep, you're right. Okay, so it looks like we got our wheels on, and then we just need to bring these out so that way they're not moving too much. Wow, that looks so cute. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, awesome. It comes with a face.
It comes with a smiley face. All right, so number 19, we are moving on to connect the arm pieces by aligning their slots as pictured below.
So we have different lines of kind.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go on to step number 20. Step number 20 is we're going to align the holes of the 2 assembly arm sections, inserting a fastener through the holes and flattening the protruding edges to secure. And you're going to repeat.
2?
Yep, just 2.
So it's going to be like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead, and I don't think it said it matters either or.
I can see it.
And then we repeat on the second arm. So we have flattened them, and this is what it'll look like. That's your arm. That's your robot arm. I'm going to eat you.
Beep, 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 beep.
Alright, so then step number 21 is we're going to insert one arm into the plus shaped slot on each side of the rover. You insert the end of the second arm into the other plus shaped slot on the floor of the back platform.
I guess you could take this like outside and collect walks with these guys.
So let's go ahead and make sure it's all the way down. We're going to go and push it all the way through like that. And then we got this one all the way through like that. All right, now we're on to step number 22. Step number 22 is you go ahead and place the rover outside in direct sunlight and smooth, even surface. Adjust the solar panel so it is exposed to sunlight as much as possible. If once charged your rover wheels struggle to turn, adjust the placement of the white gear, making sure it interlocks with the orange gear without pressing against too lightly. So if the wheels struggle to move, try to slightly loosen the motor screws from the underside. Those are pretty much what it says. And then you have completed your solar powered rover. So let's see. the solar power rover takes the larger one, and then it looks like we got some other pieces. So I wonder if there's another project. Let's take a look at our poster.
Oh yeah, look at the back.
There is more on the back.
I think it's this little guy.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to make rows. So our materials is a foam sticker, and we're going to take all these little gadgets and parts with our little motor and solar power. So first we're going to do is we're going to
Make the head.
Yep, on the headpiece, feed the motor's wire through the hole above Rose's face. Flip the piece over and feed the wire through the hole at the opposite end so it protrudes back through the front. Like that. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is fold the strip above Rose's face downward. Fold her face downward. Along the fold lines, fold the sections on either side of the face along the fold lines. Insert the tabs forming the top of the head into the slots on either side. And then yes, this part then comes out. Now that we're almost complete of the step number 3, step number 4 is we're going to peel the backing of the underside of the solar panel. Center the panel on top of the head and press firmly to adhere. Peel the protective sticker on the surface of the panel as well.
So
We're going to put it so where her face is, you're going to put it on top.
it's like this.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright. So here we have it. We have Rose's little face with a solar panel on there. And then we got our wires down through the bottom of it.
Now looks like we need this part.
It looks like, so we did also step number 5. We're going to move on to step number 6, which is remove the backing from the foam sticker and align it with the hole at the edge of the body piece. Press firmly to adhere and reinforce the edges of the hole. So it looks like on this side, we're going to take this and we're going to stick it over here to reinforce that hole. This one.
Done?
All right, we're done. We're done number 6. All right, we're moving on to step number 7, which is starting from the orange interior side, insert the motor halfway through the hole supported by the yellow foam sticker.
So halfway?
Yes. So it'll look like this. Halfway. So.
Like this?
Yep. That. Step number 8 is we're going to bend the body sections along the folded lines and begin forming a box. Keeping the motor wire free, form the connecting edges. Fold the longer bottom strip up to meet the sides. Insert the side tabs into the slots on either side to close the sides of the box. So there's gonna bend because we're gonna try to put her gently her body together. So it looks like her face goes in front.
Yes.
Yep. All right, I think I've got the head as delicately as I can. So there we go. There's step number 9, which is to make Rose's head and body. So number 10 is we are going to fold one of the wheel pieces along its fold lines to create sides, framing the triangular center. Insert the side tabs into the slots on one side of the body and repeat with the second wheel of the other. We're going to fold
these pieces?
I think so.
Yep. Scraps. on these lines. I'll do the folding, you do pushing.
I feel like I'm doing origami. They're so delicate.
Yeah. Because that one wasn't cut how it's supposed to be cut.
Alright, so this is how it'll look like on either side. And that one is step number 10. Step number 11 is we're going to insert the arm pieces into the slots. So we got our arms here. We're going to slide them into each of the slots on each side of the body. Rose is ready to explore. Place the robot outside in the direct sun in a smooth and even surface. So for step number 12 is to help Rose hitch a ride on the back of the rover. Swap one of the arms for the umbrella arm. It will block the sunlight from reaching the solar panel. Keep Rose stationary. Insert the top tab of the umbrella arm into the slot of the umbrella top. Remove an arm from the side of the robot and insert the bottom tab of the umbrella arm. Rose is ready to ride. So, after everything, here's our roving rover. And then I wonder where you're going to put Rose. I wonder where does Rose go?
He said change the arm for the umbrella arm.
Oh. And turn around. It's facing out. Oh, cool. That's so cute. That's so cute. Well, we can take it. We don't have to put it on now because we don't have the sun. Oh, this is really cute. So here it is. Yeah. Here's Rose sitting in our trunk of our roving rover.
Yeah,
we got ourselves a little arm.
What this does.
Yeah, I wonder, but we're gonna have to find out. We're gonna put it in some sun, maybe in the summertime, because right now it's winter. And it's not gonna do anything, I think, right now. So there we have it. Yeah. We are done with our roving rover.
Yeah. Also, the steering closes in.
Yep.
So it can have direct sunlight or at angle sunlight.
Yeah, just so that way it gets the most of it. And there we go.
Yeah, this kind of looks like glass when you put on here.
Yeah, yes it does. And then we got our little Rose over here. So thank you guys very much for joining us on this little Passports adventure called Roving Robots. It's part of that Space Quest.
I think what actually they meant, not that arm. I think it's like one of these arms.
Mm-hmm.
So to keep him stationary.
Okay. All right, well thank you very much everybody for joining us on this little Passports for the Roving Robots. And it's part of that Space Quest subscription box. All right, did you like it? Did you have fun?
Yes.
What is it that you like the best? Do you like the roving rover or do you like the robot?
Roving rover.
The roving rover. Alrighty, so thank you very much everybody for joining us. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.